It's not easy pulling people away from great conversation.
No, it's not. I mean, we got a ton of fun stuff to talk about. That first half, so inspiring.
Yeah.
Everything about building, saving, spending, everything about DeFi on Bitcoin, which you and I talked about last time we were in Miami.
Yeah, DeFi on Bitcoin wasn't even really like in the vernacular like a year ago. You know, it's really come through with Stacks, with big projects like Alex and Arcadico making it possible, Stacks Swap, and a number of others that are launching very soon.
Yeah, and that are in the stage today. So if we can, everybody start to make your way. Quiet down, quiet down, quiet down.
Yeah, great. Well, thank you guys.
Brittany, what are we talking about this second half?
So the second half, we're talking a lot about investing and growing.
All right.
So we'll kind of go over this, but there's now over $300 million that wants to invest in startups on Stacks.
300.
Yeah.
$300 million.
And that does not include the Stacks Accelerator. That does not include our grants program, which is also a multi-million-dollar pool of capital. So if you are a builder, this afternoon session is for you to learn about how you can access this capital, how you can make your dream job by building on Bitcoin.
Absolutely, and you and I were talking pre-show. We saw last year $30 billion of the $620 billion that was invested across all venture capital. 30 billion, 4% was invested in crypto and Web3. And we got a part of that here in the Stacks fam as well, which is super exciting.
Yeah, and I think there's actually more on the way.
There is. And we were talking just moments ago, this morning alone, first half of this day, while we were all talking, we saw almost $175 million announced, all in the Bitcoin fam, by the way.
Yeah.
Or BitFi, back to Melt and Kyle's point earlier today as well. So tons of exciting news. And this next panel that we're gonna have up, we're gonna be talking all about it.
Yeah. Well, this one especially around Bitcoin Odyssey, which is a fantastic fund. If you are a startup and you're sitting here and you have an ID, you should be speaking to these people. They're looking to write checks. So our job is to make sure you're getting in front of them. If you need help, if you need intros, that's what we're here for.
Absolutely. Before we get into Odyssey and some of the other funds as well, Brittany, I gotta let you get a shout out about the foundation and the grants programs that you do. You have an amazing ambassador program that was announced just a few weeks ago. You've got more on the grant side as well. Tease it out to the world because we know we got developers listening. They're tweeting at me right now about this. Go for it.
Yeah, so if you're not familiar with Stocks.org, it's the foundation. We provide equity-free grants. That means free money for you to make your idea come to life on Stacks. So if you're interested, you go to Stocks.org and you can apply. We try and make it really easy. So some people have come up and they try and pitch me their idea for a grant, and I say, put it online. That way the whole community can see it. It can go through our review process, which should be very short, very painless. And you can get feedback and really scope out your idea, and other community members can jump in and help you with your idea as well. So like the more people you can get in front of, the better it is for everyone. And I think we're already on track to fund at least $1 million this year in grants, which is way up from last year.
All right, a little round of applause. We've got some claps right there.
And we'd like to see a lot more.
And we're gonna have a much more. And we also have the Mintery program as well for anybody that's building in or around NFT collections. We may have a special guest on this next panel that focuses a little bit on that as well.
Yeah, so if you're a creator, maybe you're not building a business, but you're releasing a collection, whether it's music or visual or video, the Mintery is a great place to do that. The first cohort just completed, but we also have a lot of open source education that you can learn if you're just getting started.
Wonderful. All right, everybody, we're gonna have one more call out. If everyone can start to make their way, take your seats, we're gonna go ahead and welcome up our entire panel for this next section, which is all about investing and launching. So investing and launching on Stacks. Why don't we go ahead and welcome up the very first panel. Big thank you to Brittany as well.
Oh, I was going to say, we do have a video we showed a little earlier that I would love to cue now that we have a few people watching that just goes over a little bit about Stacks.
All right.
For so long, we have thought of Bitcoin as digital gold. But what if it could be much more? Enter Stacks, an open source network that unleashes Bitcoin's full potential by bringing apps and smart contracts to it. Stacks' new take on consensus, called Proof of Transfer, allows Bitcoin to be leveraged and extended in meaningful new ways. Anyone can now lock up Stacks tokens to earn Bitcoin. That's right, you can earn Bitcoin with your Stacks. By making Bitcoin programmable without modifying its design, Stacks is redefining what's possible on Bitcoin, shattering assumptions, and making Bitcoin even more valuable. Bitcoin is now officially entering the world of decentralized finance, NFTs, communities, decentralized identities, and so much more. We believe that Bitcoin can be the foundation for a better internet. Join our community and let's unleash Bitcoin's full potential together.